What's going on, guys? Quite a few guys here. My name is AJ, and this week we are spending some time with the 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander. In particular, this is the SEL. This thing has so many features. I had no idea personally, and again, I get a new car every single week. Usually I'm pretty in tune. I had no idea this thing is as loaded as it is with all of the different features this thing has. A lot to unfold in this full review. Next video, 5 things to love, 5 things to improve. We do it every week, every single manufacturer, to keep it square across the board and fair. With that said, over 25,000 subscribers. Thank each and every one of you. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, here is the format. So if you want to skip through, we're going to start with a cinematic, 60 seconds or less generally. Then we're going to go around the exterior stuff, you know, stats, figures, stuff I feel like you guys would want to know. Then we'll step on into the interior, and then we'll be taking it on a drive. Without further ado, let's get right into this full review. Let's roll. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that cinematic. Now, the paint on this is Moonstone Gray Metallic, and it has the black roof as well, and of course has the brown interior, which you guys saw in the cinematic. Now, let's go ahead and get on to the stats and figures of this vehicle. This Outlander SEL is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder pushing 181 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. Transmission is an 8-speed CVT. Drivetrain is all-wheel drive on this particular tester today. There is a front-wheel drive lower trim level available if you would like it. Curb weight's going to be around 3,900 pounds roughly for this vehicle today, trim level in specific. And it's going to be pushing it from 0 to 60 in about 8.6 seconds. Max towing is around 2,000 pounds. MPG 24 city, 30 highway with a combined average of around 26. Now, overall vehicle dimensions, let's look at the length first, 15.4 feet. Width is around 6.2 feet, and the ground clearance is 8.4 inches, and your overall height is about 5'7", roughly. Pricing starts at around $29,995 on the base ES 2-wheel drive, which again, front-wheel drive. Tester today is roughly $45,930, including the destination charge, and today's tester is all-wheel drive, which this is going to be the badge. You can see what it says, Super All-Wheel Control is what they call it. It's all-wheel drive nonetheless. While we're back here, let's go ahead and pop the rear hatch, which is power, directly underneath the Mitsubishi logo. Up it goes, and here we are in the rear. You can see it does have a third row, technically. It would be tight, right? It is definitely a tight third row, but it's nice as an option if you were to need it. You can see you can pop them down if you would like, which again, they're already down at this very given point in time. But as always, I will put the cubic feet here on the screen so that way you can see. As we work our way around here, just pointing out a few more things. You can see it does have parking sensors located there. It also has a 360 camera, which is nice. And then as far as tire size goes, because I know some of you would like to know that, it is 255, 45, 20s, as you can see there. And the sun is peeking out just a little bit. Hopefully you can see the flake or the metallic in the paint now. Definitely looks quite nice in my opinion. Has keyless entry here on the driver's side and obviously passenger side, the front doors. Again, like I said, 360 camera. You can see one of them located right there. And just coming up this way in the front, LED lighting, as you can see, and then you can also see the front camera located there, along with a few different parking sensors. I test getting in every single vehicle. I am 5'9" if you are new to my channel. And let's go ahead and move this drone out of the way real quick here. And let's go ahead and step on in. So you got to duck just a little bit, nothing too crazy. And now we are in. Now, up here, we've got probably 3.5, maybe 4 inches located there for the knees. And then headroom, there's actually a decent amount. It's actually cut out. You can see how much narrower it gets here. And then you can see my fingers extend. So there's more room located back here. Back here, I would say there's a solid 5 inches, I would say, roughly. And just taking a look right in front of me, you got like these little pockets located here, a bigger one down there. Same thing on the passenger side. You have heated seats and then your own temperature control back here with the vents. Now you're gonna see right here, Yamaha, and it is a really, really good system. We'll get more into that shortly. Automatic for your windows, one touch, I should say, which is nice. No wiggle, no jiggle. You have like a fake carbon fiber type of look there, cross diamond stitch, and you can probably see it's soft, right? I mean, you could probably see the indent of my finger. All of that is soft, and it really does. It feels nice. Window shade, if you want it, you can obviously pull that down if you do not like it. Now, the other thing to remember is while we are back here, there is a bar down here. You can hold that and we can push it back. It is on a track system, which is super nice. So now I've got even more leg room. And again, it makes room for that third row, right? Because I could also come forward. That's probably about as far as I'm getting at 5'9", and you can see the difference in the seats here. So again, nice having some of that adjustability. Let's go ahead and jump on into the front. Now in the front, super easy. No complaints whatsoever, very easy to get in and out. Now, before I shut this door, again, it is daylight right now. However, at night, there are puddle lamps that the Mitsubishi logo does show down on the actual ground, which is a pretty cool touch at night. And then also on the door, basically where my finger goes, just running along this line, there's some ambient lighting around there as well. And again, it looks nice at night. While we're on the door, you can see you've got 2 different settings there for your memory seating. And then we come down just a little bit. Again, oh, that lighting was terrible, I'm sorry. This right here is like the fake carbon fiber. Again, one touch for all of the windows, which is nice. Power folding mirrors and all of your adjustments. And then we come over here, you can see your rear lift gate there. You can press that, and then your up and down for your lighting. Now, out in front of us, we do have a heads-up display. You can see we've got some tweeters over here, the Yamaha as well. Moving on down, and that reflection, I can kind of get rid of it maybe. You have a nice digital screen in front of us for the instrument cluster. And then up above, we do have the digital rear view mirror, which is a part of a package for this vehicle. And then up here, we do have a very responsive screen. They've done a really good job with this. I have no complaints there. Like, it's very responsive. Everything you touch, it's really nicely done. Moving on down, you can see we have heated and ventilated seats. Hopefully you can see there, it's very reflective just because of the material type. And then a heated steering wheel as well. And then we have a wireless phone charger a little bit below that. Come on back, pretty standard gear shift. You have a ton of different modes there, as you can see, which again, is pretty nice depending on where you live and what is required with this all-wheel drive system. Now, you do have an auto hold with the electronic parking brake as well. And then this is all soft touch as well for where your elbow is. We open this up, decent amount of room in there with a USB-C. Going all the way up, you can see we have a panoramic roof up there, and it does open if you would like to. Now up here, the sun visors are kind of like a plasticky type material. Those could probably improve just a little bit, which, to be honest, in all fairness, I don't know the platinum trim. There's one above this, and that could be one of the things they change, along with maybe the pillars, right? Like this could be like an Alcantara or something like that. That's the only thing I could think. Maybe even on that, it's not there. That's fine. If you guys know, comment down below. I'm all for just trying to help you all. And if you all know something to help me, sounds good. Now, other than that, again, this thing feels really, really nice on the inside. The doors feel a little light, like as far as like opening and shutting. And I know that sounds a little silly, but they do seem just a little thin, like as far as like opening and shutting. But the sound system though, the sound system is really good. Now, unfortunately, coming through the mic, it's probably not going to sound all that impressive, but I want to play you just a little piece here because they can certainly say it much better than me.
Welcome to the Mitsubishi Motors Yamaha Ultimate Experience. My name is Jerry Wing, and I'm the lead audio engineer for Mitsubishi Motors in the US. I am really excited to share information about the incredible audio system in the new Mitsubishi Outlander. Our audio engineers set out to achieve a system that delivers industry-leading concert quality sound that's usually only found on high-end luxury cars. To make this unique audio experience a reality, we partnered with Yamaha, a manufacturer of professional audio equipment and the largest musical instrument manufacturer in the world. For this demo, we're using our 2025 ad campaign remix of Billie Eilish's Bad Guy. The system starts with high-end components, including 12 speakers and 2 high-voltage amplifiers. One 880-watt amplifier is dedicated just for the subwoofer and the front door woofers. As you listen to the first music track, I want you to pay attention to the distortion-free bass notes, regardless of the volume level, and experience the controlled harmonics throughout the vehicle cabin. The doors have been engineered with structural stiffening and sonic damping materials to make the door cavity act as a speaker enclosure. This lets the true dynamics of the instruments come through. Let's listen to the drum impact on this next clip. The second 770-watt amplifier is for the mid-range and tweeters. So let's talk about our soundstage. There are 3 mid-range speakers across the dashboard. The tweeters mounted in each A-pillar fire directly at your ears. This provides unencumbered clarity. Let's listen to the soundstage in front of you.
I think you all get the point now. It is a really good system. I hardly ever touch on audio, and this thing, it deserved its recognition because you can tell they didn't just, you know, talk the talk that they designed it and did all this stuff. They genuinely walked the talk. They talked the walk. Whatever you want to say, it's really, really good. Had to point that out. That's everything on this interior. Let's go ahead and get this out on the road. As we get this out on the road, the other thing I wanted to point out was the warranty associated with this. Now, per the window sticker, gonna go ahead and read this here. You have a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You have a 5-year unlimited mile roadside assistance. You have a 2-year, 30,000-mile limited maintenance, 3 oil changes, 3 tire rotations, and 1 cabin filter. So you have a really good warranty on this, and that's why I wanted to at least touch on it per the window sticker. So now let's go ahead and get her out on the road here. My first impression was the color. I particularly enjoy anything that is anywhere near the shade of Nardo Gray, and that is essentially, this is what this color is as far as, you know, their representation of it. Is it exact? Of course not. But nonetheless, that was my very first impression. My second impression was stepping into the inside. I had no idea that Mitsubishi had all of the features that this has. Like, absolutely crazy. Like, heated seats, cooled seats, heated rear seats, digital rear view mirror, heads-up display, ambient lighting. On the exterior at night, again, the puddle lamps, I had no idea. And then even the interior, looking at it, like all the cross diamond stitch, and then of course, they have the Yamaha system as well, which I didn't honestly know anything about that until really listening to the USB and kind of understanding what they've gone through to make such a good sound system. But really, hats off. I mean, Mitsubishi's really stepped up their game on the interior, because I didn't have any clue. And I'm someone in automotive space. People that aren't in automotive space, they would have zero idea that this has as many features that it has. Driving wise, I have 3 different categories for noise levels. I have wind noise, tire noise, and road noise. I have 3 different categories for noise. You have wind noise, you have tire noise, and then you have powertrain noise. Powertrain, you could probably hear that. Again, when you're stepping on it, it does. You can hear it. Tire noise, it's there a little bit, but it's better than I expected, to be honest, for the price tag as to which this is. The other last one to touch on is wind noise, and pretty refined. They've done a good job there. Here, it's very quiet. Again, I don't even know if the mic will pick up anything because, again, I can barely hear that. So they've done a good job. Now, the throttle response, that's definitely not what this vehicle's about, and I'm not saying it is, but that's pinned, and it quite literally does not even move me, like, at all. So the throttle response, there are some competitors that are going to be a little bit quicker than this one, but again, you're getting good MPG, you have a true all-wheel drive system, so it's not what this vehicle's about, but it is something that they could improve on eventually. Coming up to the cattle guard, let's see how the suspension does here, going over it. It's a little bit more on the firm side, but it's definitely good. I don't have any real complaints, especially, again, for the category and what this vehicle is, comparing it to others. I think it does absolutely fine going over that cattle guard. Noise-wise, you can hear it. There's nothing that goes over that you can't hear it, so again, that's fine. Now, touching on some of the technologies that this has, it does have adaptive cruise control, and it also has lane centering. Lane centering is only with the cruise control set, and once it is set, again, it is a true lane centering. It will start to move the steering wheel, as you can probably see there. It does a good job. Keep your hands on the wheel. You guys know the deal. Just, again, talking through it, they've done a pretty good job with that. Adaptive cruise control, again, no issues there. It has worked just dandy during my testing. Let's go ahead and touch on blind spots. Over to my left, pillar's a little bit thick, but really not too much of an issue. Personally, if I'm driving long road trips, a lot of freeway, whatever, I'd probably put that shade down. I don't like that really on any vehicle. You can see through it, but not as good. So I would remove that. Over to the right, really not too much issues there. Of course, it is equipped with blind spot monitoring if you were to need it. The seats I found actually really comfortable. The seats, I have no complaints there. The seats are good, nice and soft, and I love all the touch points, like as far as like touching things, like how much they really, you can tell, focus on having soft touch points with where you generally touch. And again, they have done a good job with that. So really, in summary, as far as driving this vehicle, and again, I've driven it on the freeway as well, and on the freeway, the noise levels really remain identical to around town, which again is good. You do not want to see a massive increase in noise, and it does not. It really does a good job even on the freeway. Lane centering works good, all of that, no complaints. My probably two improvements would be just a little bit more weight behind the doors. I think that would just feel a little bit better, more sturdy, like in the sense. Now, again, I'm nitpicking, right? Like overall, Mitsubishi, hats off. I mean, you guys have really stepped up and really listened to basically not become the BlackBerry in the automotive world. BlackBerry phones, they didn't listen to their customers as to what they wanted in some of the updated tech and all the different stuff. And you guys all know the story on BlackBerry. Mitsubishi is, again, taking input, and they are really trying to evolve to be up there with everybody else. And this is an excellent first direction. They have done a really good job. Now, the second thing they could definitely improve upon in this vehicle, and again, even if it increased the price by like $1,500, or if it was an option, right? Just an option. But I think they need to figure out one that's just a little bit quicker. Again, it does not need to be fast. However, it needs to be, I think, an option for someone to say, oh, I want to be a little bit quicker. I mean, and I'm talking like a 0 to 60 of like 7 seconds, 7.25, somewhere in there. So you need to shave just over a second, 1.2 seconds off the 0 to 60, in my opinion, just because it just feels better getting on the freeway. Again, you're not trying to speed or anything like that. You just want a little bit of power behind you, and that's really the only thing this is lacking. Everything else is really, really well done. So, in summary, if you're looking for something that's fuel efficient, all-wheel drive, and has a ton of features, really good warranty, at a definitely fair price, this is something you should probably consider. Next video, 5 things to love, 5 things to improve. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.